It was a sunny morning when Ana, a young Brazilian woman with big dreams, received an email notification that immediately caught her attention. She had applied for dozens of jobs recently, but this one was different. Congratulations! Your interview is scheduled for tomorrow at 10 a.m. The interview will be in English. Her heart skipped a beat as she reread the email. Excitement and fear mixed together, creating a knot in her stomach. An interview in English? Tomorrow? How am I going to pull this off? She thought, placing her phone down on the desk. Ana leaned back in her chair, staring at the ceiling. She had studied English for years, but using it in casual conversations or classroom exercises was very different from doing a professional job interview. She closed her eyes and took a deep breath. "All right, Ana," she whispered to herself, "you've got this. You just need a plan." Ana opened her laptop and began searching how to prepare for a job interview in English. The results were overwhelming. Hundreds of articles, videos, and forums. She didn't know where to start. After scrolling for a while, she finally found a list titled, "The 10 Most Common Job Interview Questions in English." "Okay, let's start here," she muttered, grabbing her notebook. She carefully wrote down each question, her hand trembling slightly. "Tell me about yourself. Why do you want to work here? What are your strengths and weaknesses? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Can you describe a challenging situation and how you handled it?" Ana stared at the questions for a long time. They felt simple, but when she imagined answering them in English, her mind went blank. She decided to tackle the first question. "Tell me about yourself." "What do I say?" she whispered, pacing around the room. "Do I talk about my hobbies? My family? No, it has to sound professional." She sat back at her desk and started drafting a response. "My name is Ana. I am a marketing professional with 5 years of experience. I love creating strategies that connect brands and people. In my last job, I developed a campaign that increased social media engagement by 30%. She read it aloud. "My name is Ana. I am a marketing professional." The words felt clunky in her mouth. Her pronunciation wasn't perfect, and she kept stumbling over professional. Frustrated, she tried again and again, standing in front of the mirror to watch her expressions. As the afternoon passed, Ana moved on to the next question. "What are your weaknesses?" She chuckled nervously. "Do they really want me to talk about my flaws? What if they don't hire me because of this?" After some research, she learned that the best answers were honest but strategic. She scribbled down her thoughts. "Sometimes I can be a perfectionist. I focus too much on small details, which can slow me down. However, I'm learning to prioritize my tasks and manage my time better." Reading it out loud felt strange at first, but she kept practicing until it sounded natural. By evening, Ana had gone through almost every question. Her notebook was filled with notes, corrections, and small motivational doodles like, "You can do this." But something was still missing. She needed to practice speaking with someone else. She grabbed her phone and called Lucas, her best friend and fluent English speaker. "Lucas," she said, "can you help me? I have a job interview tomorrow, and it's all in English." "Of course," Lucas replied. "Let's do a mock interview. But don't expect me to go easy on you." They started immediately. Lucas asked, "Why do you want to work here?" Ana hesitated before responding. "I admire your company's values and your focus on innovation. I want to contribute my skills to a team that values creativity and collaboration." Lucas nodded. "Not bad, but you need to slow down. You're rushing through your sentences." They practiced for hours, with Lucas throwing in unexpected questions like, "What would you do if you disagreed with your manager?" At first, Ana panicked, but then she responded, "I would express my opinion respectfully and explain my reasoning. But I would also listen to their perspective and try to find a solution together." By the end of the night, Ana felt drained but much more confident. The next morning, Ana woke up early. She prepared a strong cup of coffee, reviewed her notes one last time, and picked out her favorite professional outfit, a navy blazer and a crisp white blouse. She sat in front of her computer, adjusting the lighting and making sure her background looked clean and organized. Her heart was pounding as she waited for the video call to connect. When the screen lit up, she saw a kind-looking man in his 40s. He smiled and said, "Good morning, Anna. How are you today?" Anna smiled back, trying to hide her nerves. "Good morning. I'm doing great, thank you. And you?" "I'm doing well, thank you. Let's get started." The first question came as expected. "Tell me about yourself." Anna delivered her response with a steady voice. "My name is Anna. I am a marketing professional with 5 years of experience. I am passionate about creating strategies that connect brands and people. In my last job, I developed a campaign that increased social media engagement by 30%. The interviewer nodded approvingly. "That's impressive." As the interview continued, Anna faced some unexpected questions. "Can you describe a time when you faced a challenge at work?" Anna paused for a moment, thinking back to a project from her last job. She answered, "In my previous role, we had a major campaign that was delayed due to a technical issue. I took the initiative to reorganize the timeline, coordinate with the team, and find alternative solutions. In the end, we launched successfully, and the campaign exceeded expectations." The interviewer smiled. "That shows great leadership." The final question was lighter. "If you could have dinner with anyone in the world, who would it be and why?" Anna laughed softly, surprised by the question. "I think I would choose Malala Yousafzai. Her courage and determination inspire me, and I'd love to hear her perspective on how to overcome challenges." The interviewer seemed impressed by her thoughtful answer. After 40 minutes, the interview ended. "Thank you, Anna. It was a pleasure speaking with you. And by the way, your English is excellent." Anna smiled, her heart swelling with relief. "Thank you. It was a pleasure speaking with you as well." When the call ended, Anna leaned back in her chair, letting out a long sigh. She had done it. Despite all her fears and doubts, she had faced the challenge head-on. That day, Anna learned an important lesson. Success isn't about being perfect. It's about showing up, trying your best, and believing in your ability to grow. Anna leaned back in her chair after the interview ended, still feeling the rush of adrenaline. She replayed the conversation in her mind, analyzing every word she had said. Did I speak clearly enough? What if I sounded too nervous? What if they didn't like my answers? The doubts began to creep in, as they always did after situations like this. But then she remembered the interviewer's kind smile and his words at the end. "By the way, your English is excellent." Anna held on to that moment. It was a small piece of validation, but it gave her hope. She closed her laptop and made herself a cup of tea. Sitting by the window, she let her mind wander. The view of the bustling city below reminded her of why she wanted this job so badly. "This is my chance to start something new," she thought. "Even if I don't get it, I've proven to myself that I can do this." The next few days were a test of patience. Anna kept checking her email obsessively, refreshing the page every hour. Each time the inbox stayed empty, her heart sank a little. To distract herself, she threw herself into her daily routine, going for morning runs, cooking new recipes, and studying English even more. One afternoon, she decided to call Lucas. "Lucas, I'm losing my mind," she said, pacing around her apartment. "It's been 3 days, and I haven't heard anything. Do you think that's a bad sign?" Lucas laughed on the other end of the line. "Anna, relax. These things take time. Remember, no news doesn't mean bad news. But what if they've already decided and just haven't told me yet?" "Anna, listen to me," Lucas interrupted. "You did everything you could. You prepared, you gave it your all, and you impressed them. Whatever happens now is out of your hands." Anna sighed, knowing he was right. "You're annoying when you're logical. You know that?" Lucas laughed. "And you're dramatic when you're nervous." Now go do something fun and stop thinking about it for a while. Taking Lucas's advice, Anna decided to focus on something she hadn't done in a long time: painting. She pulled out an old canvas and some paints from the back of her closet. As the brush moved across the canvas, she felt her mind quieting. The colors blended together, and for the first time in days, she wasn't thinking about the interview. By the time she finished, the sun had set, and her apartment was filled with a soft golden glow. She looked at the painting, a simple landscape of a quiet beach, and smiled. This is what I needed, she thought. The next morning, Anna woke up to the sound of her phone buzzing. Half asleep, she reached for it, expecting another spam notification. But then she saw the sender, the company she had interviewed with. Her heart stopped. "Okay, Anna," she whispered to herself. "This is it." She opened the email, her eyes scanning the words quickly. "Dear Anna, thank you for your time and for participating in the interview process. We are pleased to inform you." Anna let out a loud gasp. "Oh my God! Oh my God!" she exclaimed, reading the rest of the email. She had gotten the job. The rest of the message was a blur of details about her start date, paperwork, and next steps. All Anna could focus on was the fact that she had done it. She immediately called Lucas. "Lucas, guess what? You got the job," he shouted on the other end of the line. "How did you know?" Anna laughed. "Because you're amazing, that's how. I never doubted you for a second." They spent the next hour celebrating over the phone, talking about how Anna should reward herself. "You deserve something big," Lucas said. "A fancy dinner, a new outfit, something to mark this moment." Anna thought for a moment. "You know what? I think I'll reward myself by continuing to improve. This is just the beginning." Over the next few weeks, Anna prepared for her new role. The first challenge was the onboarding process, which was entirely in English. She spent hours reviewing documents, attending virtual training sessions, and even practicing her small talk for when she met her colleagues. One day, during a team meeting, Anna's manager asked her to introduce herself to the rest of the group. She felt her palms sweat as all eyes turned to her, but she remembered everything she had practiced. "Hi everyone, my name is Anna, and I'm thrilled to be part of this team. I have a background in marketing, and I'm passionate about creating strategies that drive engagement. I'm looking forward to learning from all of you and contributing to our projects." The team clapped, and her manager smiled. "That was perfect, Anna. Welcome aboard." As the weeks went on, Anna grew more confident. She made an effort to connect with her colleagues, even when she felt shy about her English. She realized that most people didn't care about her mistakes. They appreciated her effort and enthusiasm. One day, her manager pulled her aside after a meeting. "Anna," he said, "I just wanted to say how impressed I am with your work so far. You've adapted so quickly, and your creativity is already making a difference." Anna felt a surge of pride. This was the moment she had been working toward, the moment where she felt like she truly belonged. Looking back, Anna realized how much she had grown since that first nerve-wracking interview. She had faced her fears, pushed through her doubts, and discovered a strength she didn't know she had. And as she sat at her desk, brainstorming ideas for her next big project, she smiled to herself. "This is just the beginning," she thought. "There's so much more to come."